Hello, dearie. Come over here. Come over here. Come over here. I've got a quiz for you. But I can't promise it won't leave you scratching for a few days. Joining me this evening are, on my right, Paul Taylor, a data analyst who can hold 2 pens in one hand and write his first and last names simultaneously. Ali Lloyd, a software developer who attended a Halloween party dressed as a pistachio nut. And their captain, Katie Steckles, a maths communicator whose wedding featured a robot ring bearer. United by a passion for puzzles, they are the Puzzle Hunters. It's your first visit here, Katie, but not your first time of trying. Has it taken a while to get on the show?
Yeah, I think we've auditioned 3 times and for various reasons not managed to get on. But we're very excited to be here now.
Why? Do you know what? In every previous year, I've wondered why anyone wants to come. This year, I think it's just nice to get out, isn't it? Isn't it? You will be facing this evening on my left Emma Kennedy, an actress and writer who holds a Guinness World Record for organising the world's largest kazoo orchestra. Mitch Benn, a modern languages graduate who succeeded Tom Hardy as a snotty dad in a tissue advert. And their captain, Dan Adler, an IT consultant whose grandfather was a Nazi hunter. United by a love of the Beatles, they are the Walruses. Dan, viewers might recognise your teammates. They're professional performers. Are you an existing quiz team? Have you quizzed together before?
Nope.
No, never. No. You too, Dan, I think, have applied to be on the programme before. Can you explain why it's something you'd want to do?
No. I think this is my 3rd team that I've had a go at getting on. I've been trying for about 6 years, so I don't know why I'm on this time, frankly.
Well, I think having comprehensively proved that our standards must be lower than ever, let's get on with the quiz. Walruses, you won the toss, so you'll be going first. Please choose an Egyptian hieroglyph.
Could we have Eye of Horus, please?
I don't see why not. It's the music question, straight from the off. You'll be hearing your clues. They have something in common, but what is it? First one coming in now.
I should know this. It's not ringing a bell there.
No, me neither. Let's go.
Next.
But if he won't come back, never sigh or cry.
I don't know what it is, though.
OK, next.
That's Butterfly by Crazy Town.
Next.
Maybe
I feel it when you're with me.
Butterfly.
Butterflies.
It's Butterflies.
That is the right answer. What did we hear?
Oh, well, we heard Dolly Parton.
Previous to that was Butterfly by Crazy Town.
That was Poor Butterfly at Clue 2. The first one, Grieg, Butterfly from Lyric Pieces.
Oh, yes.
Yes, and that third one, actually, Crazy Town, came 34th in VH1's Worst Songs of All Time. So that's nice, which is almost... If you come first in that, it's almost good in a way, isn't it? 34th worst ever is really where you don't want to be. Well done, you're off the blocks with a point. Puzzle Hunters, what would you like?
I'll have the Horned Viper.
OK, you also have 4 apparently random clues. What connects them? Here's the first.
OK, it's a sculpture. It's in Florence.
No, in connection with the year.
The year is relevant somehow. Should we get another one? Next. So this is the years when things happen to them.
Or vandalise.
Oh, it's... yeah, because the...
It could be...
Yeah, should we get another one? Next. 96. Was that the year it was in Ghostbusters? No, Ghostbusters wasn't really, was
film
it?
or something. Get another one.
Yeah, get this one. Next. Should we go vandalised?
Made to disappear by magicians.
Are these the years in which these famous things were made to disappear by magicians?
No, but I think that's an excellent guess. It's exactly the kind of thing that would happen, but not the answer in this case. Walruses, you got the chance of a bonus point.
Vandalised.
Yeah, were they vandalised in those years?
They were not.
No.
They were completed in replica form in Las Vegas. Michelangelo's David stands at Caesar's Palace, the Eiffel Tower at the Hotel Paris. So if you ever thought the main thing that's wrong with the Bois de Boulogne is you can't play blackjack in it, now you can. Statue of Liberty at New York, New York. And the Sphinx and Great Pyramid, that's at the Luxor Hotel. Do you know the depressing thing? I went to the Luxor a couple of years ago, and it's no longer Egyptian-themed, but the building's still shaped like a pyramid. Themes kind of went out of fashion in Las Vegas. The classy thing now is to have no theme. So they got rid of... I mean, everyone will remember the Cleopatra's Barge nightclub. I've sat there miserably alone many a time. They've got rid of all of that, but your room still has triangular walls. How weird. It's weird, isn't it? No points there for the Las Vegas replicas, but Walruses, you may choose another question.
We'd like the twisted flax, please.
Then the twisted flax you shall have. What is the connection between these clues? Here's the first.
I don't quite know what that is. I'd say next.
Next.
Subway footlongs.
Are these exceptions to metric measurements?
Oh, yeah. Well,
Are these exceptions to metricization?
I'm going to nominate you.
OK, let's go for it.
I'm going to nominate Mitch.
Are these permitted exceptions to metric measurements?
I'm afraid that is not the answer. So I'm going to show the next two clues to the puzzle hunters for a possible bonus point.
Are they things which aren't actually the length specified? Like a plane doesn't actually fly a mile high and a foot long isn't actually exactly a foot long?
That's exactly what it is. They're misleading measurements, but there's no sort of official exception there. Yes, the Mile High Club, a plane is actually 30,000 feet off the ground rather than a mile. I mean, right now, it would seem outrageous enough to be on a plane at all, never mind getting up to anything else. How long is a subway foot long, do you think?
They're about a foot. It's maybe a bit shorter.
Someone took a picture of one of these sandwiches and it was only 11 inches long, and a lawsuit, a class action lawsuit was filed, said it had to be 12 inches. But, of course, Subway couldn't guarantee the uniformity because of the baking process. How long's the Royal Mile?
I think it's more than a mile, isn't it?
It's 1.13 miles long. 1.13 miles was actually a Scottish mile. That's why it's that length, but it's an obsolete term now. That's why it's misleading. How many of you have stood on the Royal Mile handing out flyers for something?
That's what I should
Too
be
many
right
years.
now.
Too many.
Too many years.
Not this year. Many would say a blessing.
Exactly, yes.
1.13 miles. And a miner's inch, it's not actually a length, it's a measurement of water flow. So they're misleading measurements. Well done, you get the bonus. And what question would you like for yourself?
We'll take the water question, please.
The water question. These are going to be picture clues. What connects them? Here's the first.
OK, that's a tube of cheese, yeah. Are they all going to be... OK, let's get another one. Next. That's... Is that Rick Astley?
Ricotta.
Ricotta,
Yeah,
so they're all
got it right.
cheeses.
Yeah.
These are all rebuses of types of cheese. So kind of picture clues that spell out the names of types of cheese.
That is definitely what they are. You threw me with your technical quiz word, rebuses.
Yeah, it's a type of puzzle.
Oh, well, fine, I'll take rebuses. Let's bring them all up. I'm actually glad in a way because they're sort of homonyms. But if you say they're homonyms, people write in. So, for example, who are you looking at in clue 2?
That's Rick Astley and an otter, so it's ricotta.
Well, exactly, ricotta. But, of course, if you're in Northern Ireland, that's not how you'd say ricotta. So I'll try and remember to call it rebus in future. What else are we looking at?
We've got Rockfall.
And so who's that? The Rock, is that?
That's The Rock, and Channel 4,
Mm-hmm.
and then Red Leicester, because that's Adrian Lester.
Exactly so. And the first one, paneer. Fresh cheese commonly found in dishes from the Indian subcontinent. Very well done. All rebuses. You know, we knew that, didn't we? We knew it was rebuses. We did. Back to you, Walruses, for a choice.
Lion, please.
Lion. OK. What is the connection between these clues? Here's the first.
Oh, is this something to do with Dawn French?
I think try next.
Next.
That's Iggy Pop.
That's Iggy
That's
Pop.
Iggy Pop.
Oh, maybe it's their real names.
It could just be the real names of rock stars, but that strikes me as a bit thin.
Next.
Daimler's and Olsen, they Hornby.
Yeah, that's Twiggy. It's the real names of pop stars. It's the real
Iggy.
name.
They're both.
Oh, Iggy. Yes, Iggy.
It's the real names of pop stars or people who end in Iggy.
I will take it. They're not all pop stars, but yes, people whose names end in Iggy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Who are we talking about?
Well, James Osterberg is Iggy Pop.
Pop.
Leslie Dawson is Twiggy. And that's Tiggy.
Tiggy Legbook.
And I don't know the first one.
That is one of Britain's leading eventers, the horsewoman Piggy French.
Oh, right.
Yes. Very well done, all Iggy people. Last question of the round goes to you, puzzle hunters. The two reads. What is the connection between these clues? Here's the first.
Okay, that's a letter of the alphabet.
I need another.
Should we get another? Next.
Oh, J.R.R. Tolkien, George R.R. Martin.
Yeah.
The first.
The first names of authors with 3 initials?
No, it's with R.R.
With the
probably.
RR in the middle.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. These are the first parts of the names of people with RR in the middle.
Who are you thinking of?
J.R.R. Tolkien and George R.R. Martin.
Very good. But unfortunately, it all falls down when you look at the next clues. I'm so sorry. I do like a gamble. We've talked about Las Vegas already. I like your gambling, but your alternative answer would have to work for all 4 clues, and it doesn't. So let's bring up all 4 clues, and Walruses, you've got the chance of a bonus point.
Are they? Yes, they're dogs. They're fictional dogs.
Fictional dogs.
George's famous.
I'm afraid that's
5.
not the answer. Why do you say they're fictional dogs?
Well, George's famous 5. No.
No,
No,
George is not. No, Timmy
George is actually the
It's all
owner of the
falling
dog.
down. It's all gone Pete Tom.
Which one of these do you think is a dog, apart from
Montmorency.
George?
Montmorency.
Montmorency is a dog?
Yeah.
From what?
3 men in a boat,
3
isn't
men
it?
in a boat.
And who do you think the men are?
Oh, they're all the people in the boat.
The men are Jay, George and
Yeah,
Harris.
they're all the people in
These
the
are
boat.
the characters from Jerome K.
Yeah.
Jerome's 3 Men in a Boat. Jay or Jerome, the narrator. 3 Men in a Boat, to say nothing of the dog, Montmorency. Who can tell me the name of the sequel to 3 Men in a Boat?
3 men in a bummel.
3 Men on the Bummel. Wonderful for charades at Christmas. You know, when you've got the grandparents there, 3 Men on the Bummel, you can have a really fun afternoon. Yes, the sequel, but the best-known one, 3 Men in a Boat, to say nothing of the dog. That means at the end of round 1, the Walruses have 3 points, the Puzzle Hunters have 4. Round 2 is the sequences round. The teams may see up to 3 clues before telling me what comes forth. Of course, if they need fewer than 3 clues, they'll get more points. Walruses, you're going first again. Which hieroglyph would you like?
We'll have the horned viper, please.
I don't see why not. What would come forth in this sequence? Here's the first.
Could be all sorts. Next.
I've got absolutely nothing.
MGM, UA, say some Hollywood studio.
Fox. 20th Century Fox.
Fox Warner Brothers.
Next, please.
God. These are...
Are these,
Oh, is it Disneyland?
are these,
Yeah, it's Disneyland.
Yeah.
It's Disneyland.
First Disneyland.
I'm afraid that's not the right answer. So, Puzzle Hunters, a bonus chance for you.
Is it first Magic Kingdom?
First Magic Kingdom. That's absolutely right. And why is that?
These are regions within Disneyland in the order that they were built.
But not Disneyland, Disney World. Because Disneyland is a much smaller one in California. These are the parks at Disney World by opening date. So Animal Kingdom, Hollywood Studios, then Epcot, the Epcot Centre, and then Magic Kingdom. If you'd said Disney World, I might have taken it because philosophically...
You tease.
I'm sorry, but Disneyland, not correct. Well done, Puzzle Hunters. You get the bonus. And what question would you like?
The 2 reads, please.
2 reads. OK. What would come forth in this sequence? Here's the first.
OK, that's the middle of some words,
Like a
maybe.
plum without the A
Yeah,
and the D.
A and the D.
So maybe
We'll see what happens. Next.
yeah, C and D. It's
Yeah, so you
OK,
need a word that
EFGH.
felt like garish.
Yeah.
So ARIS. Yeah? ARIS.
For what reason?
Because these are words where you've taken off in the first clue an A from the front and a B from the end, and in the second clue a C from the front and a D from the end. The third one would be something with an E and an F, and ARIS is the middle of the word garish.
You would make a plum coaxed. Our third clue was armuff for earmuff. And we went with rauk for grouch. I mean, it's troubling because I give a lot of thought to my wardrobe. Quite why the word garish came into your head. I mean, quite an obscure choice you've made. But that's absolutely right. We've taken off A, B, C, D, E, F and G, H. Should we see if we can do it for the whole alphabet? Let's go backwards. Y, Z. Can you make a word with that at the beginning and end? Anybody?
Yaz.
As in Yaz and the plastic population. Lovely. We went with yottahertz. It's a unit of frequency. WX.
Wax.
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 A, yes.
UV.
UV.
There isn't one. You could have sit, quarter for QR. OP. Can you do one with OP?
No.
Ownership would be an example for OP.
nice. Yeah.
MN, moon. What about KL?
Kill.
Kill.
Kill, lovely. Or krill, maybe nicer. And IJ, there isn't one. You can't do it with IJ or UV. Well done, well spotted. You solved the word puzzle. Walruses, what would you like next?
We'll have lion, please.
OK. What will come forth in this sequence? Here's the first.
Brian, you mistake.
Could be all sorts of things.
Could be anything, say next.
We say next. Next.
Oh,
What?
I'm just wondering if it's fish babies.
Fish.
Fried par.
We
But
know.
I don't know what the
Next.
sequence is. Small,
is.
yes, it ups it, yes.
Oh, is it salmon?
What's a salmon,
Yeah,
baby?
it's a salmon.
Yes.
Salmon.
The answer is salmon.
Well
and
done,
why?
lads.
What's the sequence?
They are the stages of development for a salmon.
That's it's the life cycle. Fry, then it's a par, then it's a smolt, and finally a fully fledged salmon.
And then fillet.
8-5.
Hello, vegans. Shall I tell you a joke about a salmon?
Yes, please.
Thank you. A man goes into a fishmonger's with a salmon under his arm. He says, "Do you do fish cakes?" The fishmonger says, "Of course, sir." The man says, "Oh, good, it's his birthday." That's a nicer joke, isn't it, vegans? That's nice.
Yes.
Very well done. Salmon would be the answer. Back to you, puzzle hunters, for a choice.
Eye of Horus, please.
The Eye of Horus. OK, what would come forth in this sequence? Here's the first.
OK, that's Beyonce,
next,
yeah.
probably.
Next. It's not like Super Bowl shows or...
No, I don't think they have direct.
Could be top in order of doing the most of something.
Doing the next.
Get another one. Next.
So, gorillas and bears. What would he have done? Could be. Don't know.
Because that would be Blur and Gorillas.
Yeah. To just go for.
3 seconds.
I don't know.
For Madonna.
Not the answer, I'm afraid. Walruses, do you know?
We're going to go with 4 Coldplay.
Oh, I said nobody could get this. I said nobody could get this, but the answer is Coldplay. Why?
It's something to do with Glastonbury. I mean, Damon Albarn's the only person ever to headline Glastonbury with 2 different bands. And he did it, as I recall, on consecutive years. So,
It is absolutely, it's Glastonbury. It's the number of times these artists have headlined the Pyramid stage. So once for Beyonce, obviously there's many people, but we've chosen Beyonce. The Arctic Monkeys, Damon Albarn, the only person to do that with 2 different acts. And Coldplay have headlined at Glastonbury 4 times.
Well done, guys.
4 times. The first Glastonbury was in 1970. Who do you think headlined that?
it's T-Rex, wasn't it?
It was T-Rex. And how much do you think it cost to go?
£1, and you got a pint of milk.
It was £1 and you got free milk. Good, Glastonbury knowledge. What would you like for your own question?
We'll go for water this time, please.
OK, what will come forth in this sequence? Here's the first.
Oh, those girls can flirt and...
Say next, because you're already right.
Do you want to say it next?
Yeah,
See
next.
which way it goes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next. Yeah, there you go. Talc.
Is the right answer.
Well done.
Let's bring them all up. And why is it talc?
It's the Mohs scale, 1 to 4.
Yeah, that's right, or rather 4 to 1.
4 to 1,
Because
yeah.
a talc, to make
Yeah.
talcum powder, would be the softest
Should've gone for that.
of mineral, the Mohs scale of hardness for minerals. And it's quite an arbitrary scale. It's not linear.
Yeah.
But it arrives at 1 talc. Well done, well quizzed.
Well done.
Back to you, puzzle hunters, for the last question of the round. And these are going to be picture clues. Please describe to me what you'd expect to see in the 4th picture. Here's the first.
Is the Pac-Man looking up, is it? Yeah. Well, W is up in WASD. So it could be up, down, left, right.
Maybe get.
Yeah, we'll maybe get the next one to see. Next. Yeah, so...
Yeah. Oh, it's WASD.
Yeah, so it would be D and a regular Pac-Man.
D and that, yeah.
D and a picture of Pac-Man facing to the right.
Is the right answer. And why is that?
These are the 4 arrow keys positioned on a keyboard in an arrangement that are kind of up, down, left and right that are often used for computer games on a PC keyboard.
That's right. It's the buttons to control the movement in a computer game. We've used Pac-Man as an example, but many computer games, and we're going anti-clockwise towards D, which would help you to go right. Well done. That means at the end of round 2, the Walruses have 9 points, the Puzzle Hunters have 11. Time now for the connecting wall, and Puzzle Hunters, you'll be going first this time. So please choose lion or water.
Water, please.
OK, you have 2.5 minutes to solve the water wall, starting now.
OK, we've got racecourses. Got Aintree, Newmarket, Epsom Downs. Weatherby? Not that.
There are like female assassins, Villanelle from Killing Eve,
Yeah.
Nikita,
Yeah.
maybe Oren,
Yeah.
Arya from Game of Thrones.
Yeah. Haiku's a type of poem, limerick, ode.
Yeah.
Sonnet? No.
Maybe a Savile, or Villanelle, I think.
Oh, of course,
you're
yeah.
right, yeah. Okay, so.
Yeah.
Right.
3 strikes now, you've got plenty of time.
So,
Oh, the
Savoy
sausages.
merguez are both
Yeah, both
sausages, yeah. So what's the other sausage? Boudin? And then a limerick could be a sausage, like a...
That feels
an
like a
Irish one?
racecourse to me somehow.
It sounds like a racecourse, yeah, but is Weatherby
I
a
think
sausage?
did we already try Epsom Downs, Aintree, Newmarket, Weatherby?
Yes, we did.
So Boudin and Weatherby for the sausages.
Okay.
No.
No.
Is it?
So... Could Newmarket be a sausage?
Yeah, it could be.
Like that? With Weatherby?
Yeah.
Solve the wall, very well done. So that's 4 points immediately. And what about the connections? Nikita and so on.
So we think these are female assassins?
They are fictional female assassins. And the next group, sonnet, haiku and so on.
There are types of poetry?
They are Villanelle, of course, the red herring for the assassins. It's a sort of Italian rustic song. And the next group, Epsom Downs, Aintree, Limerick and Weatherby.
Are racecourses?
They are all simply racecourses. And the last group, Boudin, Newmarket, Merguez and Savaloy.
Are types of sausage?
They are the sausages. So that is 4 more points for the connections. And a bonus for getting it all correct is the maximum of 10. Very well done. Let's bring in their opponents now, the Walruses, and give them the lion wall. See how they get on with it. You've got 2.5 minutes to solve your wall, starting now.
Okay,
Okay, I'm seeing
gods,
how many tigers? There's
Shiva,
Tigger, there's Hobbs.
Vishnu, Kali, Brahma.
Right, so
I'm
there's
seeing
one
how many
of
tigers?
those.
There is Tigger, there is Hobbs, there is Tony.
Richard Parker is a tiger as well.
Is he? Okay.
I'm looking at the other one of Friday.
Hobbs is also a philosopher.
Sure, we definitely got Hindi gods. I think it's Hindi anyway. Gino. Where are we up to? We've got
Well, you got
right.
the gods,
Okay,
nice
great.
one, okay.
So should we do the tigers now?
Friday on my
Richard
mind, Georgia on my
Parker,
mind.
Yes,
Tigger,
Friday on my
Tony.
mind, Georgia on my mind, money on my mind,
Always on my mind.
always on my
Yeah,
mind.
and
Well
now-
done.
okay,
3
so
strikes
the
now, buzz
so
with
the
care.
tigers are Richard Parker.
No, we tried
Tigger.
Tony, Tigger, Hobbs and Richard Parker, that wasn't
Yeah.
it.
Right, so
Oh, you
try and
didn't,
see what the
okay.
others are.
They could be a ringer.
Gino.
Shiva sounds like it's probably a tiger. That's worth a go,
Yeah,
isn't
but
it?
we've got 5 tigers, so try and work out what the other group
All
is.
right, so
Gino,
Carol.
Key and Carol.
Carol. The only person I can think of for Gino is the chef on TV.
Okay.
Oh, I wonder if they're presenters of some sort.
No.
It's
Word
not
Tony,
immediately.
Gino, Carol and Kian.
Kian.
Try that. Try Tony, Gino, Carol and Kian, and the others are tigers.
Solve the wall, very well done. So what about the connecting points? Tell me about the first group, Vishnu and so on.
They're Hindu gods.
They are Hindu deities, quite right. And the next group, always Georgia and so on.
On my mind.
All songs that are something on my mind. Next group, Gino, Kian and so on.
The only one I'm worried about is Carol.
TV chefs.
I'm afraid not,
No.
because they are Kian Egan from Westlife. It's Carol Thatcher, Tony Blackburn, and the chef is Gino De Campo.
I'm a celebrity.
I'm a celebrity.
I'm a
contestant.
celebrity winners, that's absolutely right.
Oh, winners, yes.
Yeah.
Do you count as a TV chef, Emma, these days?
No, absolutely not.
You won the
No,
MasterChef.
I did win MasterChef, but that was a complete fluke. That was me just being absolute Swatsy girl, just knuckling down and doing the job properly. That's all that was. It was no sort of inherent amazing talent.
Don't knock it, it worked.
Yeah, so it's something we very much approve of here, I can tell you. And the last group, Shiva, Richard Parker, Tigger, Hobbs.
Tigers.
They are all tigers. I heard you saying comedy tigers. Richard Parker's from Life of Pi. I mean, I literally, when that ended, I was howling with grief.
me too.
Literally howling with grief. So you found all 4 groups and you gave me 3 connections. That's a total of 7 points. Let's have a look at the overall scores. The Walruses have 16 points. The Puzzle Hunters have 21. And if you think this looks easy, why not go to the website, bbc.co.uk/onlyconnect, to find out how you could take part in the next series. On to round 4, the missing vowels round. You know you can lose points here as well as win them, so buzz with care. Fingers on the buzzers, teams. I can tell you that the first group of disguised clues are all across a river from each other. Walruses. I'm afraid you lose a point. Puzzle Hunters, do you know?
Brooklyn and Manhattan.
Across the East River, correct. Walruses?
Kinshasa and Buzzardville.
Correct. Hunters?
Sussex and Kent.
I'm afraid not. You lose a point. Walruses, do you know?
Essex and Kent.
Yes, you're missing an S. It's Essex and Kent. Next clue. Puzzle Hunters?
France and Germany.
That's correct. Next category, they can all go before Trump. Puzzle Hunters?
Donald J.
Correct. Hunters?
Judd.
The snooker player. Hunters?
1 no.
1 no Trump. Very well done. Walruses?
Trumpety, trump, trump, trump.
Correct from Nelly the Elephant. Next category, they can all be called bogey. Puzzle Hunters?
1 over par in golf.
Well done. Puzzle Hunters?
Nasal mucus.
No, thank you, I'm not hungry. Puzzle Hunters?
Enemy aircraft.
Correct. Walruses?
Humphrey Bogart.
Of course. Coming in as the bell rings, that takes the Walruses to 19 points. The Puzzle Hunters have 28.
Wow.
That is a quite incredible score. Very well done. You are straight through to the next round. Walruses, you're also obviously brilliant quizzers. You will get another chance to win through to the next round later in the competition. Thank you very much for playing. And before we go, we've had a letter. Well, the BBC's had a letter, but they've passed it on to us from a Jack Sutherland. He writes, "Dear BBC, I watched this quiz last week and was utterly bewildered that the questions weren't all about football and cricket and athletics. The contestants, never heard of any of them. My favourite round, what happened next, gone. And worst of all, Victoria Corrin Mitchell has taken over from the excellent Sue Barker. Oh, hang on, my wife has just pointed out that I thought it was a question of sport. It rather begs the question why, once I've realised this, I would still post this letter to you anyway. I guess you need a slightly weird ending to the show. Yours, Jack Sutherland." So thanks very much for that, Jack, if you're watching. Goodbye.